My friend, you who stand on the precipice of despair, hear these words, and let them breathe new life into your weary soul. You have suffered. You have been tested by fire and reduced to embers. The storm has battered your spirit, and the weight of hardship has bowed your back. But know this, your suffering is not the end. Your pain is not your identity. The ashes in which you now sit are not your grave, but the fertile ground from which your rebirth will rise. Like the mighty phoenix, you are meant to ascend from the ruins of your past. The fire that sought to consume you has instead refined you. Every trial you have faced, every loss you have endured, and every disappointment that has pierced your heart, these are not signs of your defeat. They are the chisels of destiny, carving you into the masterpiece you were always meant to become. The fire that forges you. Life will test you. It will burn you down to the very foundation of who you are. There will be moments when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable, when the world seems to conspire against you, when every step forward is met with resistance. But remember this: the fire that consumes the weak is the same fire that forges the strong. You are not here by accident. Your trials are not punishments, they are preparations. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Every defeat is a lesson in disguise. Every moment of suffering is an opportunity to rise, not just to survive, but to transcend. Adversity as a teacher. Consider for a moment the trials of the great Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, who was born a slave, yet became a guiding light of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, who bore the burden of an empire while maintaining the discipline of a sage. Seneca, who faced exile, yet continued to write words of enduring strength. None of these men sought suffering, but when it came, they embraced it as a teacher. And so must you. You have been told that misfortune is unfair, that hardship is undeserved. But what if you were to see things differently? What if the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is not punishing you, but preparing you? Each loss, each setback, each painful moment is a lesson, an opportunity to forge unshakable character, to cultivate the wisdom that only suffering can bestow. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? What strength am I developing through this pain? Do not curse your hardships. Instead, look upon them with gratitude. They are the flames that purify, the crucible that forges resilience, the sculptor that shapes your indomitable will. The Stoic Phoenix, rising through resilience. The phoenix does not fear the flames. It embraces them, knowing that destruction is merely the prelude to rebirth. You too must learn this truth. Your lowest moments are the birthplace of your greatest strength. The Stoics taught us that adversity is not the enemy. It is the teacher. Epictetus, born a slave, crippled by his master, yet unbroken in spirit, said, "Difficulties show men what they are. In case of any difficulty, remember that God has pitted you against a rough antagonist that you may be a conqueror." You are being prepared. The struggles you face today are shaping the wisdom, resilience, and fortitude you will need tomorrow. Do not curse the storm. Learn to sail in it. The illusion of control and the power of perception. Much of our suffering comes from resisting what we cannot change. We rage against circumstances. We mourn losses. We fear uncertainties. But Stoicism reminds us, you cannot control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Your pain is not meaningless. It is refining you, stripping away illusions, teaching you what truly matters. When life knocks you down, ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? How can I grow from this? What power lies within me that I have yet to claim? The power of resilience. You may feel broken, but you are not defeated. You may be wounded, but you are not finished. The human spirit is like the unyielding river. It bends, it twists, it crashes against the rocks, but it never ceases to flow. Resilience is not the absence of suffering. It is the decision to stand tall despite it. It is the refusal to let the darkness consume you. Stand now. Even if your legs tremble. Move forward. Even if the weight is unbearable. There is no shame in struggle. There is only shame in surrender. The world may have turned against you, but you must never turn against yourself. You are stronger than your circumstances. You are greater than your pain. You are more powerful than your past. Do not wait for someone to rescue you. Do not expect the world to be fair. Take responsibility for your own resurrection. Accept what has happened, but refuse to be defined by it. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. The future is yours to command. The unbreakable mindset. Turning obstacles into fuel. The obstacle is the way. What stands in your path becomes the path. Every hardship is an invitation to evolve. Rejection? It redirects you to something better. Failure? It fortifies your resolve. Betrayal? It reveals who you truly are when stripped of false alliances. Loss? It teaches you the impermanence of all things, so you cherish what remains. Viktor Frankl survived the Holocaust by finding meaning in suffering, declaring, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your response. Inner strength and spiritual guidance. True strength does not come from the external world. Wealth, power, status, these are fleeting, fragile illusions. Real strength is found within. It is the unshakable fortress of the mind, the serene clarity of the soul. Look inward, for there you will find the foundation upon which your triumph will be built. Do not seek fulfillment in the approval of others, for their praise is as fickle as the wind. Do not tie your happiness to material gain, for even gold turns to dust in time. Instead, cultivate virtue. Live with integrity. Honor your word. Remain steadfast in your principles. This is the path to lasting peace. And do not forget the spiritual guidance that walks beside you. Whether you call it fate, divine wisdom, or the guiding hand of the cosmos, know that you are never alone. The universe conspires in your favor when you align yourself with its eternal truths. Trust in the process. Have faith that even in your darkest hour, there is light ahead. The spiritual anchor. Trusting the greater plan. There is a divine order to chaos. The universe does not waste pain. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of despair is woven into a grander design. One you may not yet see, but one that is unfolding perfectly. Trust the process. Surrender the need to understand everything now. Have faith that if you are being guided through the fire, it is because you are meant to emerge stronger, wiser, and more radiant than before. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Your invincible rise. One day, you will look back at this chapter of your life and realize, this was the making of you. The nights you cried yourself to sleep, the battles you fought alone, the moments you thought you couldn't go on. They were all forging the unshakable spirit that now carries you forward. Triumph and fulfillment. Your story is not over. The greatest chapters have yet to be written. Every hero endures a trial, but it is only through perseverance that they reach their destiny. You too are on a journey. A journey toward triumph, toward fulfillment, toward the highest version of yourself. Do not measure success by what you have, but by who you become. Your triumph is not in possessions, but in the strength of your character. Your fulfillment is not in the applause of the crowd, but in the quiet knowledge that you remain true to yourself. Live each day with purpose. Find meaning in your struggles. Seek to uplift others, for in giving, you receive the greatest joy. Rise now, like the phoenix from the ashes. Leave behind the chains of your past. Step forward with courage, for the fire has made you stronger. You were not meant to be buried by your struggles. You were meant to rise above them. The path to triumph and fulfillment is before you. Take the first step, and let nothing stand in your way. You are unstoppable. You are unbreakable. You are reborn.